there at Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, a couple of rivals doing battle in the NFC North. It's the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. Mike Tirico, Greg Olds are ready to get this one going. Jake Bates set to get it started. And off we go from Soldier Field. They'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the quarterback from USC, Caleb Williams.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year two. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year two, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year two is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
And he's going to be taken down at the 37. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Chicago.
They do a really nice job of taking everything away initially, but you have to keep the quarterback in the pocket, especially if you're playing man coverage. You simply can't ask your coverage unit to match up and cover that long. These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Gonna look deep, looking for more. And the Lions are gonna get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Goff gonna open up with a throw. Oh, he's gonna be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Montez Sweat in there to drop him, and that's gonna be a loss of 9 to open this drive. So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. What will the second quarter have in store? We're back to Soldier Field after this. Lions ball to begin the second quarter, and they are facing a second and long. From the gun, it's Goff. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. Isaac Tesla was the intended target. Third down coming up.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this first half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Is caught left side by St. Brown. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 74 yards. Touchdown, Detroit.
I'll tell you what, Mike, there's being aggressive on fourth down, and then there's being really aggressive on fourth down. They weren't just trying to get an inch past the sticks. They were going for broke, but hey, when you have trust in your quarterback and your downfield weapons, I don't blame them.
Now Goff leads the Lions for a two-point try.
Will set up for the two-point conversion.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack two boys onto their lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Devin Duvernay going to bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring that out, a poor one. They're going to be backed up deep to start this drive.
At their own 4-yard line.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
Kirby Joseph.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. Talk things over before 3rd down. To throw is Williams. Gonna look deep, looking for more. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. He's going to look downfield once again. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. 3rd quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. First time they had it, they scored a touchdown and added the 2-point conversion on top. So an 8-0 advantage as they work with it here on 1st and 10. He'll go play action with Goff. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 20-yard line.
Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
It is 3rd and long. To throw is Goff. He's got Laporta open on the left side. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker.
Intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
Williams gonna look to throw it on 1st down. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there.
Automatic 1st down.
The defense still arguing about that pass interference call, but their focus needs to be a stop. They face 1st and goal. That'll be incomplete on what turns out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
What is up?
They'll drop to throw. And this will be a touchdown. They are within a 2-point conversion of coming back to tie this game. So let's see if the Bears can keep it rolling as they go for 2.
The Bears will line up for the 2-point conversion.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. And this is caught. He's able to hang on. They get the 2 points, and we are tied in the final minute of play.
You can just tell the teams that practice these end-of-game situations. After the offense scored, there was no big hoopla. They weren't throwing themselves a parade. They immediately knew they had to go for 2. Get back in the huddle, get their best play call executed, and we got a tie ball game.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Gibbs. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Here comes 2nd down. Laporta in motion. A run with Gibbs. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. The offense having a tough time with this noise. It's 3rd and 6. Goff to throw. Now deep shot for Amon-Ra. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And he's going to have the Lions 1st down. Going to have it by plenty. Huge gainer on 4th down.
And the Lions 1st down. 24-yard gain on the play.
Now Goff. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. Now 4 seconds left. And we get a timeout call.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. The Bears 44-yard line.
Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Here we go. One final play. That's over the middle. Caught by Tesla. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down.
Cairo Santos to kick off
4
for
quarters
Chicago.
could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. He'll take it at the 12. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They'll try to break the standoff here. We are all even at 8 apiece as this drive begins with 1st down. Laporta in motion. On 1st and 10. Here's Goff. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Goff. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down. To throw is Goff. He's got his man complete. That's to Slav. A gain of 18 for number 18. And a first down. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. To Slav, a man in motion. On first down, it's Goff. Quick slant taken in by Amon-Ra. Now Detroit's going to use their second timeout, and they'll get together prior to this second down play.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 48-yard line.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
That one on target to Williams. He's got it. And he will go all the way. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. Greg, you can't ask for a better way to start overtime. What an exciting touchdown.
Yeah, and the quick strike now allows them to take complete control here in overtime. They are a defensive stop away from getting out of this one with a big win.
And now a very bold call here in overtime. They're going to go for 2 to try to make it an 8-point lead. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. So, thanks to that recent rule change, still the chance to extend this game and match that opening overtime score as they receive the kickoff here. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Their own 20-yard line.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Gonna look deep, looking for more. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Again, working deep downfield. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. What a finish to this one. The defense comes up with the interception and